33 degrees Celsius. Epono so ye basa kakra de ma farefo nti omo manemre se krodom na fa omo penam na kakra enso emfamra na yentim enya bi. Anopay the production team no ansem omo e ka kire wo enyina no anase ye ka no ene se ye motivation ene say. Motivation e de ema ono ene say. Motivation ene say discipline can fix 80% for your problems. Discipline can fix 80% for your problems. So we will be our discipliner, very discipliner. Oh, how about 80% you resolve it? And I say, oh, how about 80% you know, I solve it. One, what if we were Juma same we will be a say I was on past 7 over Juma and I say was say ebia 7:30 7:20 and I was Juma and I will susu who say me sorry ebia 6 abebo 7 na me nu Juma mu. So edru anwumra watade a obehye bia wato wapolish umpa body egu o prepare wo ho for the following morning na waye egu do sorry anopa bia be se 4 udware wiye na pe wadress afei wasimu eba adwuma ebebo be se 6:30 no ana 7 na wo adwuma mu. So discipline enti ye ka bibia fa ho ana ye ka bibia eye abasobo de oh nipa de obadwuma ntemu nipa de oyesenyo. It means you are very disciplined. Enti ebe solve some problems bi ni na na say so madwuma ai na tam eso badwuma ena oye ndi say ena we kra hwe no so maaye saa de na ye ka kire wo nyina unim de ye ka saa de na ye ka kire wo nyina unim de ye ka e de fa ho na no Ghana ye call IMF World Bank meeting Emma IMF Africa Emma Ghana for one say we must be disciplined. Say the economic stability in between yakoso. So you ask yourself so obiti trading and a washer said the more yemoniema so or catch yourself be disciplined say said the way on yemano and koso. That is what the production team is telling you. Say discipline can fix 80% for your problems and to be disciplined. We need the eka at the actual and the pay. I don't know so I will can see Mrantiano Ebeje Jana Fe Yabe Sumo Goody Equan so and there many coffee men san like mumu and Ebede Sportsy Ebro war. Okay, you are feeling brother pa nah within a minute no yeah the Sankome Ebro coffee men san I crado like mumu ebana yeah the world of sports at us so I want the direction so. Right, so we see 17 after 7 on so about pound simano edu enso ebraso say ye de agokansi mu nsem e de ebre wo Kofi Mensa live mo e wa Kofi akwaba
you so many
be fine hey I say had you share ya it share wo fikesi mu no ana fi that's right I ata bra
but why are you
sir
Fred now site here now what try because I remember say about let's say 7-8 years ago, about 10 years ago, there was a sports minister.
Yes,
was a black star player. Went to me and can't Ashanti. And he said, "You see,
no,
when you're watching, sir, and the mandatory say, "Obey to me."
And even car a bra best bold say. Koyo Swafo Juma, same minister for sports, deputy minister for sports, and any other be call the vetting committee anymore. The first thing I also come out here say, Obeka the pledge, you know.
Say you disqualified here and can be blamed.
It can be brave.
But what can it may consider?
Because Uti and Semna a woman will be set to her. And I ask someone, so Uti and I can near, so be your Swafo Juma, no, can same way. Besin ne na say all the corruption man no wagia bisam say ye kwahin asomai
I don't know
say ye was ansem ya kai ne na say obi timi ka say corruption index na corruption baye no police for and the leading corruption na bisa say police adwuma na wo ye den
anoni asem no
enipa akọ police wo bia akọ school enipa wo mo about 80% akọ school anase say wo dey father say omunko school kura na sa de we yaka bi ebre ko school be na ye be gene no say the pledge was I promise on my honor to be faithful and loyal to Ghana.
So why not say on your fit lawyer. One kakro ehano. I say obeka so fit lawyer. Baby I say escase your them.
Serious na I won be as ya tro bu ho na ye ka. But akoma na adwen na esen ka odi di akire no. Sa akoma na adwen ni ho.
And any problem. But moving forward now think say ebia mampani bi obabia. Say to me ko je no. And minister. And
na me ne what to say? Kusi yes. Na me Kosi ahene na mene no edi nkomo se aden na players no edem sato mo bo a the same semi ya na o kan aso be no player be gina park so be bo no se to kan board na mo kra onko bi akire nko hwe ade
obi wa on the field play onya de what you say and obi wa so a on say talented footballer be on na will depend on the talent, you know. Like it's Ronaldo, at the age of 42, 44 this year, or 43 this year. You could see, say, apart from talent on the Kutano, or Saya Wojuma.
Right.
And it's not, I say, you know, he's still playing.
Okay.
Last year, boy for Patano. I think 42 years or 41 years. Also, Premier League this year, one day, or Bonnie and the other. I think, as a footballer, aside, say, talent, and the amount. I say also work on it. What I say, like Edma Uye. That's right. Why I always put a Commodore idea, Commodore Batrations, why I idea. A research and maybe I was seeing because I did sending and it might be play and ever. So when you see anytime you are not catch it. Right. So you make sure say anytime you are the current issues and then my echo. So that be a more no if it be a free what I say. To memoir basso. Oh boy man here oh boy man because when that asia from a phone and from a phone you know be ID send air commodore from a phone obi on from a BS way commodore yeah from us
I say obu police mo say friend IGP
oh okay
so the highest rank na police mo no IGP ni ateni IGP there's no IBR position so I just say and now say ebia ye do to area bia also na ye commander
yeah
that's commander obi asewase oh enti uba radio mu a me na me commodore HSM say
soja mu
no okay enti na enti o ka o tie ni sa na wate ase
initial na me tie ase ba ko we mu na
baji se bia se bia sa ene enti no yenko ai ya se coach Carlos Correz
yeah
na ya so aba
yeah.
What expectations ever coach in Muya there?
Well, I remember Jeff for Abaso, and I'm saying, what share and work on fast one, what to me reception. Yeah, the man now, the test him say, there's a coach anybody, because we call Egypt and we call South Africa, and we coach Wakakra, we call around Sokakra, but my African countries now, this is Ghana and the third African country, okay, or coach here. Yes. Now, we share reception the man the we are FF organized supporters Ghana for you now because I was share. I think say an idea and a plan it would be so morano. So when Obano, Yajinatum. I saw us in Libya, Yakatra Sabia, Quasha from the Cocoyadima, who do one man, reception the man, and the mount of him, the mount of the Edmano. But the man has a screen as well. You could see Penny Focosiano, GFM Penny for supporters, supporters, Wukoshiana, was a yes, Vim on. You also be shout, you know, as what me when I had man and I said, you will say she be shiano, Yan Sayamre, Ebiana, Ebiale, almost for so coin, it will be almost just one more. So, member of the Nabaso organization of Quafa Christian and there, come on, Yangasano, many G Papa, because I'm hobby. I was a coach and see and then G Papa, reception German there, or African countries, South Africa, and Egypt. But Ghana reception demand a different
right. Eti bra wa ba say no ana me name say na so so mizo hiansi o sia hini din komo bisa say e baba na say na Ghana coach ba na bisa ba bia James Kwesi apia tena ye ehwa na Otuado tena ye enti papa ya wa ban ono so hwa na wo betena ana say obeka so ono no ba on preference me pese me kotena ha na pese me tena ha na de wo de be ma no na ho na yeso tena
emremo no say efe no e wo car ye de ama coach say bia Commodore and first coach Black Stars na say Commodore if you na like moba the same car na say oyusu
okay
na friend say dan so the man ko si apia de kan the man first
okay
Ghana na ye mandan ko si apia na aban the man first na MVP aban the man first and don't call no sika akono so ekoteki oba kakra and the do baby na coaches na buy no you see say obi a friend baby na ba
okay
so everybody o madin say ya technical director wono na diet FA football no enti no office be nyama na honom enti convert ade do offices na so no technical staff no and Agyapong man no ka say that particular offense position that so honom office no o mo dey run by sia no technical director na call so minim say bia FA no will convert back to room and answer dan coach between atrem there but no ka say there for confirmation no ade obabeda hotel for now
okay
for now the hotel obabeda asana was starting edumano
how say so better hotel bra another condition of residence no enye papa
and I make sure say you are converting to offices
okay
what you say
okay
and you see and say if person come back to that house now the best thing is say you enter as much as possible say you make sure say ebia you better adan into the adan no and say be pedan the man for now
okay
na nke bia fe na nga say track go be 4 months pe so high just 6 months and 1 year plan and shall nye bibia
but the whole issue is dan ya yes was coach say Black Star yenwu no
damn
and so how come say e betimi about one kasa the mentality of it say ya convert e fie no a ye de ama Black Star coach ni say enye offices you ask yourself say at the end and tell you because e fie a say Black Star coach bi emenya no bia na ho no kotena no matter months a obedi e wo team ni mu no e ho na yeso wotena assistant coach ye man dan
damn
enti ye ma new coach ne dan a adana oba no okwa assistant coach no say senka oni assistant coach na wo fie ho na nka day in day out apartment bia we won ha we wa bi on betimi kra tenase within room ba ko on be hye o niam be yesi ansa koma backgrounds ya converted dan no into offices na ye mo o man mo kan ko pay hotel and for ma coach
on say Kencity na koya na ye do to adobae and Kencity buy no na on TV on
okay
so for the time being no na edana da hokeke na Otuado so ba on tra on so Germany base on tra into ba e bia wacha 1 month to be no call any 2 months kra no call back to Germany na oya 1 2 ni ade and I think say at that time na dan no eda ho no ma na me ma dwene mo me say na bia na omonim say bia obi beba Otuado na de be call what you say so we have quite fast why the cycle to Otuado na say ya terminate appointment na ya improve mu ana dey tempt appointment so then okobo match ya won di me amabi match the Germany kura no obeka na efifo no ya de ko ba bia item the contract na e wa no free ana wa no te then say on ha no say o ba back bim and I think say for now na dey say bia coach has about 2 years and maybe about 3 years yeah then we have a point but you see ana I just 4 months when dey meaning say efifo bit panya this apartment about CB maybe I assign ya to bear 4 months e piaka no dey akwaba into your banners or corners or ya now for you planning for that dan say the man be around the bush baba come to open the bush and na hotel
Black Stars battle mo ye omo trainings ne omo ya basically omo ye we
it depended e be on my class position
okay
e be so more or less e be alego but omo ye say ya shine and around pitch ya that's why smooth
okay
into omo timi ko training crowd we bia akona so secondary school park into omo gasa na hwese Legon Park ni okay man and baby aye kona ya stotef
right
into the young class ni go training and ya independent pitch ya that's why you na so na
your point because I wanted to ask say maybe a place to be training ewo bia nkran ana say pram ana baby etesa where must the coach stay say bia yenya netie say ompeso mo pedan or pram the man why pram
and I be the near channel say pram no aye GF property
okay
your land be on money ade on na national teams no under 17 under 20 23 and a local Black Stars apart from Black Stars no your mom koda ho
right
and case be a tournament and I say bia you prepare for qualification bia on go tra no no na man for suggest say pram no your land can see honum tiade nanka long time as from now no you make sure say you be CBB
right
because your pitch honum na asotef na that pitches ya bia coach ya wa be you between akwa honum nanka or the boys no atwene honum but as because hotels na dey on my kama so now man for suggest say adena yem pe bi say ye be bi say bia hotel bia na say bia dan we ya dan won say ye de ma ho a won say no bibia okay
that's right
your pitches na that dey nanka hona kasa no yes CB on na cause it doesn't it's supposed to be 50 acres 40 acres the last be on to give it kranya baby to say baby ya clubhouse we are blaster level like level say be Aliza hotel other hotels na ya mbokoda no na nke yenye ne sa for future but nka da ko si ante chona ke bia start here ya ke bia nka ne kenye set na say busa bia coach beda and maybe be say ko training no ko pam no kasa you aso term you know quality pa and sound grass the most at there they say ye kwa ko qualifies na ko no ebia na ye ko prince friends friends other country no you could see say omna so tem kwa no muso obi so no ma o isi no ma grass e bia charge na so no ma grass tina pam na grass ho no you aso tem for no say ko ba say ye nya sa de no ho no na anytime bia aye ko no then we try say bia we train aso tem sa ko say ko ne e hu so bo ne bo ko say bia kwa e affect ye say grass ya ye be the same thing nti amanfo na aye suggestion say ada na your land kese da ho no na ye nyi bibia o chena bi nya afi de kwa hotel ma coach o chena bi de kwa page because page na ya gini yetua apart from transport them no other ones nyina yetua ka
right
say a transport they bind there but so ko fa legon other ones na obetua ka so from one day some ko plan one no
and they as at now the omaye wo ho omunye project bia wo ho
omaye project
what is the maintenance culture wo ho a be maintaining na na them because ye nkobobo so obeko na obi ampokura ni ho
the pitch na there ye here maintenance culture bia I aso tell it takes 10 years and sana why the friend is saying why renovation but now no
I'm not talking about the pitch itself. I'm talking about the facility now. Because we see AstroTurf now, and now basically room players in the
and yet the blaster level. You know this our boys blasters produce a co-party. Down. I remember several times I'm a black man says black man is going to complain and don't marry your mama. Right. What you say? But when the say the modern facilities now, bano. Yes, for black stars.
Okay.
Maybe about 20 rooms be, and 25 rooms be. Yes, for black star, the level of hotels and mobile no.
It's not even about the black star because here local coach, local players are also cover some tournament to be.
Yes, in 4 years. We find that 17, MMA. We find that 20, MMA. We find that 23, MMA. And 23, and a local black stars and a black prince now. That's baby da.
Okay.
Rules probably
so what is the difference between the black stars and the players that can come once me?
Say and I bet you say forbid the Elekema or a local player. I feel I shall or bo has in the Elekem. When you call that from power, don't know when the crown or so many baby alcohol. I'm for party mass on Concorda Mountain. Or if I say Concorda. It's almost level no. And I bet you almost level no. Or back Ghana crap only did 2-star hotel, 3-star hotel, 5-star hotel. Into what I did time piano. Members will be the answer hotel and walk down a level high and I level wedded and on Cocoda. But local player no bo Chelsea Cotoconia the other day, or not baby Yako, do caucus on Gonda Kios Mugamadi and Chia, on only problem.
There's a discrimination and one I shall say,
when discrimination.
Chelsea, Nanton to remedy having sent me a cobber, but now Rupa and Tuntumberry no one who say Honobasa and or Bayaradia. That's all certain things that
Rufi say one player be or a big part of the money danger. Your tournament be or say Jason Buchino. Any JCA, Yadiabano, send no measure their own share. Ujian has more competitive to provide. It's a level of them to one share.
Just in a level of
1 share. What I say. So I'm going to do that level now. I'm going to treatment in a different. I'm going to connect accounts. Even cry about check from US. I am going tell them Kosha. Senior president can't just wait there. Most of my
really.
But all local player, no one. Yeah, no. Sorry, I don't say
right, your corner, and Brandon Coffee, Premier Leagues, I hold English Premier Leagues, you know. I said, no,
expectation.
Yeah, right, yeah, so maybe say expectation quick, or the open say, or the Drew here, or tournament, or the Equanim.
Yeah, man, we will be a coach now, confinement support.
Okay,
he answer and get confinement because the alleged scour general Martino, 4 months or $400. That is information. If it is true, we cross check it. Now, the father matter said, he told Kutano, OBM said this is 2006, and this is 2010, and this is 2014. What I say? Team Linya, Yenim Senya, and especially the darling of the team, Kudus, were prayer. Salis Swepra.
Okay.
And there are some players that injure more kakra. Recently about Friday match, Babu France over Kaina.
Okay.
Or also no, they say injure on their kakra. So your team like I said because this year shaking kakra.
Right.
So gone are the days ne kuta could be some waja and call 2 seasons to attend the year. Yeah, kono. Wouldn't say you talk about KBB.
Okay.
And me I met ya say we need to Black Star between could do quarter final, semi final, be a round of 16 because of team Kutan because we play 6 matches here. Yeah, show be a
okay.
So team no yeah, but you know Austria need any team papa so Black Star 5. Austria. It's almost 5. Well, so me house is here and say na me expect say nka ye mpelo local coaches. Ye ni me say kwesi apia at the time on course Sudan and had the audio to ado front and back on Shania there. And we see the team na Masuma Santi the other players be a name say almost true kwesi apia the nyawo and kono na bia kai visit to almost experience wa African as a Ghana as ni mo na kwesi apia akọ work up akọ other ways in the idea and come me near combine on boma na me say best do mo ko ba na ya to ebo asa coach because we onya magic bia boys and one dem go akọ boss ka na go akọ say no
just say we kura na hwe a team we kitem be kwa akọ say no record because we hwe in the records are wakọ world cup wadru ba bi we see in Ghana dey want be an qualify kura e dem concern records
me mo empire sir but he knows or no onim set team no enshada nko yes onim what you say o so for team na for say bia e dey spend team am na ya mela my pressure so nko world cup ni bia say ring be chira
right
Cristiano Ronaldo ni peak that's a Portugal say he's not party I say e can be chira
very well
because enye magic no kwa akoye ye bomb pa am na so betu do na nim de
right
ba pede ye hu ne de and that's what say any was
and no ba me a ball
yeah almost
2-0 and I'm sure na cap match and I'm sure match me who say coach na was a referee no d match no ekotia Leverkusen papa adentina na wo say o hwe say me hu no say na hu no na
o say
because even the goal no am dey show second goal no crampo no
na
question wo ho
but the issue is on say I had am come as be am boss asante na me nya game ofa Real Madrid Barcelona Bayern Munich and then the PSG ye fa sa go yom no more form this year ye ka say so we team bia na ko share ma no more source na wa here do ba bia officiating is na ma no enti the word corruption na ye ka no
okay
enye asante kasa enye club kasa na enye nkan kasa na ibi kasa but Bruni kasa so corruption or ba bia just about 2 years ago back Real Madrid ne Bayern Munich but Real Madrid they Bayern Munich 2-1 on kwa kwatika no ref ne twen ya say ba bia akoyo so ba Arsenal job side and I'm for the complain later transfer share dey na na outside and come take rank to later ref never patch so me didi work up ya kwa FIFA on favorite
okay
and then Cristiano Ronaldo nya red card ya card red card ya stash so say player ben
and now we red card
akoye obi say Ghana players we Salis Wada say bia ishakwa ye be because omo na be more tournament na IF
right
what I say so South Africa media e wo ba bia
okay
and you know some referees always say I don't say referees are corrupt omo yes omo say but European football dey bia e be a West Side Ghana kra
right
Adiase
right
and yes atiase
right they say ball ben the na ka ben aka is when mu call final so na for na ekwakohia Munich for ball no win
there's another match on the answer don't waste stand by this year
nti one be kwakohia
finals
no like on be kwakohia ansa na o ma be hia de obe win na be hia Munich no
I know Dortmund ne other team my man check but on be omo wi ansa na de obe win no ne bam na be finals
right
but like you say ba no e betimi afa
very well
this year no you fashion person na ye bomb pie say betimi abaso na be bia timi akoye
ma me fa we say EPL dey na ekoso mu
EPL no mo eden because Arsenal for na try say nka betimi ahwa abo asenka on betimi age by say say ni na me no because the last for championship no mo am na Atletico Madrid be ball na a PSG so ne Bayern Munich be ball whoever qualifies or the finals so the father matter say ama as Arsenal for na biom mienu nti ama say league na nkoye mu omo recently no omo lusu ye na City so we ni ye nti no league ne the heading Guardiola befa
enra me hu flyer bi say Chelsea a sakene coach
wa sakene coach and say they be na see koya ene ma say dan koye nti no coach there ya high on ya fire ti anya de bia ehu bia go so akọ 5 matches
say players more ball ya coach na owo from so no ho
ene na ya na make say ya sa na man na ya na ha adwen no
okay
because Otuado ya sakene no because in the first match we lose 5 keeper na say the 5 no ono kan team no ko work up
right
ba coach na ono no gina no de ya pam no and the side ma do bia na enye fair
okay
because boys no abebo to kan yes coach ni ade na ya unity me was park no so wa mo bi o obi so ka tro say the same team no the same team no o dey ade o company business company our coach ma ba me no no belly no don allegation coach an allegation mo dey na den papa ya for who bi bo say no akwai ye improve na ebe yi and then on dey ban for emra ka do ko fana
because emra me hu say na original touch liar now
what you say so I fancy the coach in the lack
very well
Mr. Me coach in the lack
very well very well but before we see Kofi Mensah live more and or the tidbits around the world of sports and so etimi ebreye ewo the dialogue show net two television so any yakano entertainment within a minute the entertainment so ebro me ba sisi ya na fe a minute no ya the entertainment at all so right, I will say Brasso say a day and the GTM Samo Ebre War the dialogue show ye as so CJ Winters our CJ Aquaba.
What
there?
Yes, I do be I come up.
Right.
About the duty not to say
the radius.
If I come up,
the radius. So, said ya, a mini leave no coy. Okay, check near my
exactly.
Where's BBS ye? BBS share with facial expression. I just say, why enjoy?
Oh, yes, everything is very perfectful.
Enjoyment today, yeah. Nana also be at Rogun catch and Prague be a chief. I said, the CEO. I say, see, no, yeah, I said. But it talks about enjoyment.
Oh yeah, very necessary.
Chief Enjoyment Officer.
Okay.
It was a Chief Executive Officer. No, I don't know why the
Chief Enjoyment Officer. Okay.
Okay. I have to reflect about and say, hey, about 4 terms. So you had a very beautiful days our spend there.
Exactly.
You're looking fresh there. But
thank you.
Be a come. Yeah, if entertainment then I call.
All right, when I say Ebusia Mamichi I want to pay na Mama Akwaba on the dialect show. So entertainment no before I go on, I have missed you guys so much. Mafimu yepa. I think and then exactly a week minimum enya nkita udia eja the basic kwesi na yakopon adom e bia ekwa bia no so no yaba everything is successful. Na mijiri ye passe amasia ha efo right good CJ Winters enemy day abrana na anopei me ho akono nyina no be da so am virgin na yen share entertainment no mini ya no padi mini ya no Francis Amo asembi wa hanom we're going to talk about it and Nana Mama Brown so e wa ha say article 1 yet in can't share so whatever thing that is making him hide no we'll hear from him and Davido, we back on Nigeria too. Davido here and then Don Jazzy. So let's go on with Francis Amo's story and nebe di kind ya mayen. Recently, I think it's in say enyumtuni gospel musician Francis Amo ya ba bechere na akwakotum and then you see ya amutremu Pentecost of penifo and actually na akwakotum say what we wonyum say Ghana hasane ya come no we wonyum na wabo enti na wo say omo friend wo police station na obechirechire ni nsem na ebusia wakasa after us say police station nsem ni nyina abai no ono so akasa ba beyi ne ho ano say yam pass de yete no esa nete ne anase yenkontompo no yenti no na yenhwe
I think me cover just 2 weeks ago and then the Koba say Pentecost one or Emma I let you say a young song. Yeah, and the one police for a friend say they're inviting So I went into me do on them now. I would say I'm under arrest. So whatever I was saying, it will use against me at the other. So I just stay calm and said, okay. So I write my statement near the identity. Because I said, I'm a man do. And then I came home. So this morning I called in. I sorry for no cockasai. I'm not doing some number fee. DBI okay. I think I may cover just 2 weeks ago. And then at the Koba say,
and see, briefly, you know, near Barry Ma Francis Amo Air can you say, Pentecost for any inviting is on brand now, but to your maumo. No call yes, and now to Newman or she said, ya na a home cross and Nadia dinner. And then you do worship when no so ya de wo pa no then do different dimension. Na said ya sorry no nyina no eboje ne so no. Onwo hu say enyom no oye ne sande ye de. Enti ofi hono no na end your san koye de okọ recording nyom no de beto abontin say said ye tumi age akra no. Ensem e won nyum no mu no eye bibi e betin abo amanfo pa adeji atwetwe akra de amanyame. No de beto wa Pentecost fu say eh we wi aye nyom ene ma court and say you call munyandu court here police station say you chire no court mu okochire aban kukumu nyina no e won say no e bai na anope no me be say wow what smartphone what oko social media handles no either say bia woni nyina so anawo ebiso how do you use it how do you use your social media na Mike Brown say one reason no time or shall say okay those times so many years ago almost shall say no bra obe brepa zana limelight wabam and then there's a social media that Roma obeko he said to sumo kwa kutwa movie obetwa movie ewia sika de ma okra no enso ani ebi okra sika no kura ye mfa ma umpo obekasa ye de obe nyina still na kura ye mfa ma bra obe brepa nsana ya te wonka no na nye izai but a name we know and one is our better move phone no was camera the issue so when you go to social media and kutodia the right responses no ebeba it is social media no say you see the wisely ebetumi aboa empower kwan pi so na che say ene krampo anyum to fupi na no kra no use social media and one is on my phone and that's my phone cameras na ndie o me twedwetwa bibia no de kwakoto also say social media no so na say what the good content eko hono mo a obia show sound so na the bad content eko to hono mo so a obia show enti ne say wo ya na wa ya ye de hie na o ye ni nyina no china nkuto bo say na dia wo hwehwe no na won say to me aka afimu aba wo social media here so I believe say we all be using our social medias wisely and positively na to me aboye wo kwampi so make us know I mentioned article 1. Ungenge hit maker. Solo hello oh za abrantino. Getting in culture, right? Aha. Na abranti edi assembly ababeto abonten. Ni oka nyina ni say. Ti ayete ne culture ni nyina no. E woni enti ayete ne nka achepa na or go through social bi mo na or go through a phase of life onu who say a spiritual a phase of life enti ohia say obi bia no ebeko nyanko ni nyankopon anim na wasre e dia manisi nyankopon ehu ni mobo na ba bia wedu ana say de orukomu emprempren no nyankopon emoa no na ontumi fi and I believe say those around him no they'll get more closer to him and they'll keep on talking to him and all that because they do Samria na uhia sa onyu bi bekasa na waka aretitesem ba ku mienu bi e de ama aretitesem no sometimes say enye mobile money oh aretitesem bi eni wa echi mobile money but sometimes no say aretiti woni pa ho it no oka kasa de obi kwa de chiro obi a ebetimi ama ne spirit no a revive kakra so we all are praying for article 1 Nyankopon ehu ne mobo na omwa no bibia okomu bia no Nyakopon eyi ni free cause ochire mu say very tough ano ye den nti no ohia obi biara mpanbo yenyina no se ekoye nkotoje animu a yebebo mpai e de akai ye nua beremai na bibia etumi aye kama na ebusia social media yasemu a medi kan ekan no social media no unsa na your kasa bi say the internet never forgets oh bibi bia obeye da beto abonte internet ni su bia no e wo ho no ma febo enti sa oribu braboni bi ana ori bibi ene na o felise ene de una wote so nti wo beye bibi a wo pe bia internet no ebe kai wo ochine bi na afei no una wanimuni una wo hye ho no Davido say or sign artist bi na de ko ban ni say o sign ni wie pe enaja ende ne fans nso ebebo onmu say eh nipa wa sign ni asem wo ho ebusi asem me ne wo ho Davido aka in a video. Let's go listen to him.
The artist by signing one artist, right? And I think he had tweeted something crazy about me.
Oh no.
And this is mad. An artist that I just signed, that his life is in my hand.
That's mad.
These fans went to go and find it. No, we don't want you to sign. You're not with Davido. You're not with our label again. I said, bro, this guy said this thing when he was
a kid.
14 years old. You understand? And he came to me, was like, oh, please, he hopes it's not going to change it. I said, no, come on, like, I understand on social media.
But was that
the artist, by signing one artist, right? And I think he had tweeted something crazy about me.
Oh no.
And
That's
this is
mad.
an artist that I just signed, that his life is in my hand.
That's mad.
These fans went to go and find it. No, we don't want you to sign. You're not with Davido. You're not with our label again. I said, bro, this guy said this thing when he was
a kid.
14 years old. You understand? And he came to me, was like, oh, please, he hopes it's not going to change it. I said, no, come on, like, I understand on social media.
But was that
the artist,
I was here. Something made me laugh. Maybe I'm a serial. Hey, oh, ain't you know? Whoa, be a why yarn da. Oh, what they often they say, oh, that time and all there you are in your element, you are in a moment. Ain't it what a cow I drink at the panel. But oh, say, echo you know, on no other side, no. That the video koye, obia keke, obi, oh, koye wo kran, and kenya de anka obepene. But oh, no. Okache ni so, but dear, won't forgetting that that time no ya kola, it's not dream kola jane. See and when ain't no, yen fanchen or na, there was the ye no. So when you're using the social media and whatever thing you put on the internet now, be cautious of it. It can hold your neck. I want to mean your way. We the Abiana when you're ready, but no Abiana one fan the falasa. You get me right? Okay. So our last story also from Nigeria. Don Jazzy is a artist omabano, artist omabana saying no. Up and coming once no one I feel na worry bano. Wapentama blow sa all time they want to blow, but eduma no mu eduma na any so ye oh okay be eke ho meaning that some infinite no now you up and coming artist and no pay see yourself to say me never wow pa in so many things. Okay, let's go watch.
I feel like some people are too quick to want to become with David Bonner artist. I think some of them are actually dope as writer. Yeah. Being on the stage and being an artist, it's not business. People, how is your personality? Are you likable? Are you do people just want to actually know about you, chill with you, and vibe with you and stuff like that? All those things is doesn't matter at the end of the day. So even if you feel like you have a great voice, do you like performing?
Right.
Do you like being on stages and things like that? I know they say that people can go and learn it, but I feel like some people are too quick to want to become.
Okay, so whatever thing you are doing, no, but what they are say, ube huwa kwa do enim, and sana wapre hu, so per se you would be on the top. Okay, preparation all the time. No, prepare yourself at any point in time. That's a hate what you know. Say you are good to go. Okay, so these are my stories I've got for you this morning on Entertainment TV on the Dialogue Net 2 TV exclusively. Okay, all right. So let me go to Kokompe Dakuman. King David Auto Diagnosis and Electrical Center. He's doing a real amazing job, and thank you so much, David. Kobe, Yankopon sharp, I no money in keep on doing what you're doing. And on Yankopon pay, okay. Right, so CJ Winter sending me day. Everyone na made us so I'm a virgin. So I love you guys so much, and we'll be back with more.
Right, abusha ebraso say we say di enkomo de ema e wo fide na yemfa sedan so informacy je winter say o de entertainment a e wo ho so ebre ye na ebraso ye the major news making headlines in the various newspapers ko akrata bobo no ye de ebre o me hu nsem a etwagu e wo oman emu wellans ye hwani mo say teacher training association for empanifo ebeba na ye di enkomo ye empanifo bi nso ahye enkomo asese e wose yedi de emma wo na ne manyina so ekosie pa e wofudue mu sabata we afe e wa ha na sab mache boko de
na also
yesu adom so me ho ye pa
na de romani no ni ha
minim di ntia na ye hwese de enkomo ene niema etie anope ba se bibia e boko
anope bibia e boko bibia hye kama pa
radiasi so whichever be the case no ye hwese de na obokrata no enkomo no ene ntia ensem na wo mu no etie.
Okay, anope me shase dia na mede the Ghanaian Times and a shase with the bokrata ni mu. Na woko page 3 of the Ghanaian Times and sema ewa hane GIS rescues 606 migrants including 381 children in Kumasi crackdown. Na ensema abeto dwa ene se unsem bi immigration for no start say policy bia na migrants amo Ghana had to say Niger for no and mo keka ho no mo so aso mu nyina de mo ko omunkro mu e ma emre bi baya omo be pose sa policy no for a while sisi ano omasa asha se bi ma enu ada omo kopie mu e wo Kumasi na mo kopie mu Kumasi no de abeto dwa ne se nipa 606 enko na chese omo de Omanfa kwan paso enwe o my Ghana mu a chasa mo nam esesre sika unse especially Ubu Madina Hasenya ubu kwala no bu bebi wo hokra na wa mani sika obeche kire wa onja wompo na wa kompo na wa mani sika onko eno no sisi ano omukopie mu Kumasi enu ada omatimi afa achi nipa bako 606 sisi ano say ye do mu nyina
aya sometimes you ask yourself say san kwada yi bibia unhu be na onamokwa na kwada ya be so wonsa so ogro fomu ogro fomu onya hu ape no agya fomu na ogro
no da be so
watade no ti se so watade no ti se se wo kwen ono oni mu hwe no obe som
na me say ye pon na me si fam na omo ba na ma me say won e bra mu
it's like oh the way deny am then say Ghana for humo bro enti come emiedu me bi kwa se kwada na maame for no say Ghana for chade to say the omadwen ase no so it means say oba na oye sa de na be hu say ohia mo enti say oboa no maame a obetime ye adwuma obetime ye adwuma na odi ahwe wo ma ene ye Ghana for ma ne bi bebre maame for ne bebre a obre ono ankasa ne mogya ni so obehwe ne ma na wo de wawo na fi wa betra ekwan wo sa na maame oba ye popo oba obu okwo na opam ntu no wo hwe se de ye oba se ya se bi ntu wankasa wo mu no hwe nkoso ewo mu ana
na question ankofo bi sa se eba ne se no mutimi fi Niger Nigeria
na be pie mu ha
Mali ni
ekwa ya so kra no betimi abaye adwuma
yes
obe betimi
abaye adwuma
so mo de so be ska no masa
na at the end no ono okufie no ye sales a yes onye ska chen wa wo
na na be sa so maame wo so Ghana oye adwuma ben e de na obeka so ska
someone was say sika wo mo say ye adwuma ye koyie pa na all the time no mo so mo kwa mo samba no and now the omo kokra we dey share ho be say 2 months be say ho say omo sa be go street ni so biom na say we say policy a
we dey Medina half we be covid ya
ya di kan be omo say last week omo ba ha be fa bi ko but and na ya
amamo bia no kote
asanya omo na be fa omo ko
yes so no mo ba bia obi house wom
yes see our Ghana for yes omo yes also ti say ne wakoto rent dan ya afeso a wutu na to ko a ukwasra na obafia obeyesi osima the all house no nti ba wo ne share no wo de ba e bia wo so no be ma obi so na okoma ne bio na chese modi sa adwuma no
ana ti se omo si ba si brai ti wo de oto bibia ne bia ma nti omo fu mu ahwe wo mo no
wo se kios omo da mu kra mu twia
yes nti wo ko ba se so be ye no wanye sa se nam sa da no ka itimi
ene wo de ka
etimi amako fufa ayo nyina
moment was where so we call Katafa to so dumiensa e wo the Ghanaian Times a foreign affairs minister in Foni Edda Hassan Okujeto Ablakwa na say so one who say videos be twegu won 10 times so we be say South Africa for a started pamopami immigrants
xenophobic attack no
yes and man say be 2 days ago Ghana ni bi omokopie Ghana ni bi so omobisa ne say oye den obepie oye business otonneoma o bisa say e ba ne sen and otimi nya sa opportunity ni yes say bisa na say wonni nkrata e kire say wo ho kwan say obe business o hwan ne ntempana ama sisi akwaye bobi mu na Ghana ni na ye hu no ye tetini yes abo no ama wato na nanom nsie do na ye frɛ the oye your friend say or represent Ghana or South Africa honum na ye bisa no say o and
High Commission or
yes omo kwahwehwe o so kwahwehwe asem no ye hu say papa no nto anana no nsie ya bro no awoja ya hwa nyame adom ne
ho Ghana obi bebi adwuma o ha ye pampa no so no se de o hena ye nya kra no akoye mu
that's not how my foreign and Benjamin
Juma was a gun and near Wahano and Kabodua and Sessan ka foreign a bar. We jene into Sinumusane Manamana tongue stores Sane may and retail Sessan ka foreign a bar. Yes, but no Mabaji Ghana after we don't have them rat. Sam Rano, ever cripple uncle full way. Omuya. Then as it's a Friday we ever sorchana many Nana Christian bedding como. Beka Sembia say obi be adwuma o Ghana ha no frabrochira 5 years and your man tax relief 5 years ne be so an say so ba wakotua tax no asan go company no akore brand company no asan dey for it's the same company no na asan ba with a different name no wasan be nya tax incentive because say 5 years ne be san aso we know na edit ha e dey hwe yes ye nya sika mfa school teacher trainee for a metimi akwa akokira de e wo schools
So could you to black pass young can ya command to yem no South African penny for a din common as say we are Ghana ni na onim say won krata asem nya na wo South Africa anytime chuku
stay na nsem no say ya no be kan no so aban no be firi so a on timi nya hwemfa ho
na kwame say me di daily graphic at waso a oba krata fa etoso dumiensa me kan say asem da na say eyeden yes workplace HIV policy launched to improve healthcare access into sesi ano enuma mu no nyuma ko mu no sesi ano ye ba be start I examine and I say ya test workers bia wo adwuma bia mu pese hu say HIV ya hwe na bi hye wo ho ana bi nhye wo.
So what is the core idea tell
so ebi mu wo ho no ma ya hwe ne wo ho bo mu nim na edidi omo before mu be hu na ye too late ya so ano kura ye nye yi enti beginning ye ne ntema na edro ne what was na ho atimi aye wodin
ya adwemu po na ode betu nipa no so
that be
okay far from one me okay asema me kana far from one me me will be and I will be unim as of now wo fele ani gie ye wa adwuma all right but so far as I be kwa check ya wo benya bi be start anum sa nu automatically wan kasa kora wadwe wo de beba adwuma mu e be hunu wo no e be putu niam be off
okay
so at asenti be ma work output bi esenka wo ye no onye ne sab because wo adwempo bu otrim say menini bianu nyina wo hai obi anya is ba me nkoma nya is jo kwa anytime bia na fa woni nipa obehye omo a wono bedi nkomo wa adwumam yes so sa adwempo ne de wachi woni ba so wono nro pa ba na wofo so entene manipa na nkasa nkono nko cheke na ade dan se woni ye be wa adwumam ha na obe cheke na ade de wa frem no di nro ama me na me no mu nro na ma be no mu nro no wo waso ye ho ade che ma bomba adwuma na ade no cheki bi na se unhu ya still you are good to go call by abuse ana ya omo kan e kan se unhu ya you are but the moment abenya ko hu se okọ cheki HIV yeso wo bi na ampe no na se edi hu bi abeto so
there be kwame eya de pa what has o de ma memisa wa cheki bi da
min cheki da ma cheki be da twam kra da chere
me cheki bi last year October ni na me ko cheki nti kwame se okọ cheki na wo ye free a wo so okọ cheki so na wo bi a ne emfa wo ntu nuro so se ne be ya enkoye
as se ba adwumam e wo se ye ade a
da bi se ye hu se mo cheki
no ade no mo cheki se ba ye cheki wo adwumam
see ye be check wo adwuma ma e no nchira say ye de wo kwoto abonta na e be publish wo notice board say
you go ankasa hospital na ko check no so ye check ma wana
wa check ma
and so you put measures in place say e also check
we dada
we check 20 something 2020 say me am nkoya de ace bebrem me fo obi say AC yes will be blade cry da bonto for you try
so ko manicure ni pedicure and so
me nkoya bi me de mami adre na ya
okay wonye bi da say ko youth
me unity a me hwe de wire so
wise no nka say na bi ekwan fa so a wonya HIV die enye
sentra me kan say me fa manfo de di yeti kura me ankasa kura mato bi a me kwal me mama de yi
kwa me wo ya sure say
na esom no na e di ace no be fa de no ho amame ana
kwa me wo ya sure say wan kasa why you bia
ma to me dem no e bia me de ibiti why me mpasem
wo ya sure pa okay mate kwame semede the daily guide at waso dia ukopie mu wakatafa etoso nsia arehosem bi ewa hase ukopie mu ewo kumase a yese businessman bi abone girlfriend amanefi mu na girlfriend no ye friend is Sally Benson Sally Benson eye beautician ye ma mu sese ye ho ye makeup ye hair ye nails ni ade no sa adwuma bi na obai ye oba no wonfie 33 years aduasa miensa ana aduasa miensa na wase obi yi na sutre se ne kanchima yi em se wode oba foforo abehye ho na Sally yi se okwa confronte ne boyfriend no kopie ho no wankoto boy no se ne obi yi na sutre no nti wotwen ama be ma ne bai no se oba no wakwa kosi no afi na wo ba no se oba ben nti akwaya akasa wo mu ntem na be ma na ntimi anhode ne anga no abone girlfriend pupo ama na to na no mu se edu nti
asem ne ye ni bre ka be digest se no This is the case nti nipa na wo year sutre na aku ge na nas be man na aku
be man na one na etwempana no
me ye jeja nkasa be man na otwempana no me nya no hwe wo aku yi sa sutre no wona me jele o
Debbie na say akasa Debbie he me ye jeja
me ye jeja nka nipa na oyi sa sutre no Bible says ntudua no be bo na nim ne nam no so ba no oni enti ka me ye jeja nka me prefer say yemfa nipa na o ma hint ne say nipa say nka wo ne the person nka be jele o mufri anko ya sa de ne biom
sawo ba so we wadi ewu enti na make say bia wo hwe o confront wo na wontimi ye best thing is nka be pie no waja no hono
awudi ne de eye actor fa so na de baaye de
na kwa ma wabo na kakra twaso we
oh that is so we won kaso abro no so abon no nti bi kwa abon no ba kwa ma
abro no enye sa wabo no sa na kwata na yeka kwame
akoye ba je obeka ode de kama
kwame we ya de a etaisipa even omo wire kra no the grenade miku etwetwa omo yire no ne omo ma no na nsanya was Mrs America so hefa be ma bi shooting ni ma enwotwe ne nku omo nyina adentia
ma misa sa de ne beba se mo so ma no timi ye mema ayakayaka de aya no de mo ye quiet about it say oba de we nani adi oba ni adi nkro timi mbo ni kunu mani mu really
yes
kunuma
oba ho de
kunu hwe ma bi hwe mema
yeah fa say ba samne say someone is abeto da ana enye common so bet say oba bi abo ni kunu amanawu ana oba bi abo ne kanchima bi amanawu un say enye common
omo aya omo bo omo no mema no e restrain omo ho mpese omo ebebo oba no obabu ho a obo mini mo to the sense of so am me so be me no hey nye izo but yagopo my abotre omo ya abotre omo ho because nya sa accusations mutimi accuse wrongly say for adi nipa yi onene na ho me yana mbisa say adwen ene tebia na oni panete no so wo gini pani di na afro bi asab me ko nkokwa aba okay okoye dem me hanti no ho no ka se we ne cobra di said the wo expect say wo so friend na wo kra no so wo koba bi a ono so nwi bibi nya dai emfa ho
okay
by basically some friend ka say ye koba bi aba yetimi ka so okay nyankopon fa onkomra by from mo se bia ye koba bi say ya hey and you come pra ho and na dia ne no munya dan
kwame wonim say me share video bi papa no say or worry your brown and a worry ya first time or fan you reaching or tea yare HIV
okay
in say man bi wo ho almost ro say obekwa fire now they be sign almost your mobile bi omo nkan bi nhye na fe oti obo so ba no ho na yare onko hospital ko ye check up obekwa no na say bia wonya yare bi e ba ne say no nyaaye e bi wo ho betim ye wo so many ways obefa so obenya enye no nko a but I am Muslim mun na moko fa sa wo ha na de man so yeah oba bi react sa sometimes even though
and I can say kwan bebre na fa so nya ace what do you be blade bi bu mo ro ko yi witi kra nte bi afa so ko yi liti how do you determine say mostly or no be na koda no
must say mo na mo kasi mo ntimi nim kwan ba ko forever and ever ba ye de betimi de kwan ba ko okay
Bible ye kan nyina wi a na ye de akod to the Bible kan ebra omkoche oba no wo nipa mie na koye act no de e na ye che oba no sia we de yakokire no so peewu sa na mbeka yo so we de yakire no so pee ansa na Yesu ejeje ade no ade amom se nipa mie na koye na ba ko na aka so it means basically say sa ade ne happen a ya na ma no na omo ewo but in the Bible no or ye see nyina ye pe ye mfa ne sa na abotre ne wom
yeah kwame what time ninti no we na
I just cross me a man kwa na chiti me ma de nchiti se uko muslim a muslim say o ma kwan say ware mienu ware miensa only you can afford okay enti say finance ntini pa na me no anya yi ne nkomo anya ya me da ware se me
na one na ka to say muslims for no mo ware mienu ne miensa no mo nsa ni nkan chima obe
no say if you can afford enti say obe afford
be ware mienu mema musuban
say
musuban wo de ma ye nkomo because anopa ye kata ye time ninti ma me mfa wonsi ha ya na for proper be discussion na ye
wo de unim say ya obi o ha otimi ka say or yes street questions be or so be a for the SM family boy SM family we bro one kasa to ye boss ye bo be dia hwe din abebono nipa na be ka say eh me tia say
street ya sema we kan so na me ma no so bitimi ye board ka say o me de me wo miensa na me de miensa ni nyina na be ma na miensa na de mo ni nyina so no ba ko wo ma obo be ma ni din ono so e
ba ko say na no
ono de wasi ni pain I we de na na lo permit si ni pain du ha kwa lo ma fa
na won komo ahodo amedi ewo jumadi so me da pa say also e ba ma ye de no bokrata no asim pempenso yi a ye dru ye be kona fe akwa kodim komo eno teacher training association for ye centrofo nhie mo kire say aban ya dada wom aban ye ndisi aban ya dada wom enya ne se bra na aban ne beba no o hye wom bo se o moto aba eboa ma owini a automatic posting afebia no ne ye posting na anase ye for teacher for nti na ye yearly badges na ya fa wom na omko na foforo aba na ya fa wom na omko sa na om ye but aban ye se obey automatic posting na omsusu se nka eye on famu no nkeye uwie o training o call we o mandatory national service wie before so be national service no actual licensure exams to wie o posting uwie o national service wie na no apply for on the portal no na ya post to e bia opɛ nyame krom JHS na basic school na de wakoto na okọ
licensure exams no go sitro
omugu sitro initially omka so betwa mu kwa I'm told say sika no kra no ma be pejam ekosoro I don't know I have the president with me ahanti wachiro bi ena onim se de ho nsem tie ye be bisa no say etesei e wo sa aspect no
aya Mr. Mofata Kasim bi o say about was so e wo nsunsan so nti omo fa ne sa
one thing is say you say so bi e sha obo na ofeli wa ya na ye ya
na ka ko fa me so mon ka de
yes oni akwala akọ baabi na o che so ye duru ha ye beso ahome na kwada na so enema na no aso enema na de saa adwempo na hye ni na wuduru na wutwam no nsa akola no sugu ni mu ba wu saa na teacher for che so msum egu mu because of the aban e ka tremba be din komo anopay e won the television so the dialogue show so and now here ewo the television so enche ye ba bedi enkomo in a minute na yeni nkomo bi etisa mensa so be ka Honorable Stephen Siaka, or no former member of parliament at the German North, or a former chairman of the education committee, or none of two a school for Komui Emu, na ebisa se ba no mo ho no se bibi say eba e kwan be no mo fa so ne aban e join this current leadership for omo the education committee no eso no omo dwumadie ni omo asede eso omo ye de boa school for no ye de ana aban aka say the only the eso omo eka ana say omo ye ne say 7,000 no betimi afa no eno ano de aban ebeka omo ka say kra 7,000 no na ban ebetimi afa na no me Dr. Harriet anan ebokomo ye organizing publicity e de man na gratitude no o kan say ono de obetimi aka teacher trainee for no so omo upgrade omo ho se obi awie school na ne maame ana ne papa tete ne bowure mu de hwe no anu wa wie na o so konya adwuma eya yamfa no nti onko upgrade no ho why pm le this kind come na maame no na ekohwe no papa na ekohwe no anase why na ekohwe na na upgrade no ho ansa na watimi anya baabi eden ewura ni nyina no ye nkomo a ebedi hu nkomo ma o ma kire ma dwen ewo ho na ye bisa say past president o ma bedi tag ko nanim ye ka Jonathan Zununum Jonathan Anakwame num abedi akire afi adum nteke benum nyina abedi ko no anim Swale Razak mabedi currently ya omukoye ansana na nija nam ebay omu wonkabo mkuo bi as president association na omabedi tag animu ohawo bi basenya omso sorry see tag for de na omoka e de akyem kwada wenu nyina ye nkomo a ebedi ne yahwe baabi a ebenya moa e de ama enkwada wanopai me present to you and I me present na nija divine and de ama woye president Edema Teacher Training Association of Ghana. You can a tag and I'm not able to come President Akwaba. Yeah. Boko. Right. And I'll pay any so a brawanya amaya say ebedi and come and ra na moye press conference. I will tax secretariat to her. Nearly kind dear and I'm walking a press conference.
Okay, so first of all, my main first up when you went to Namenda was to say on my sa akunja we say am brand and bedi sound come away. I think say dia my sa press about recruitment abeni yesisiano.
Right.
Which is about 7,000 number abeni so befa as part of 2022, 2023 and 2024 year badges in more. And in common the two Ndrano in our press.
So in your press, specifically, then anamo hamaso.
Yeah, so number one of it in 7,000.
Okay.
We also 7,000 extra. And it does not reflect our workforce.
Okay.
Because Ekasa Sisiano, you were more 2022 for a gafra, say more like no one to me and pass so much and and Tama abandoned that year recruitment.
Right.
Now 2023 for no more complete year batch. Yakasano they are 13,100.
Okay.
And now 2024 for almost UNS na service this particular year. 18,707.
Okay.
So these are the 2-year badges our system and they stand to be recruited by this particular or this current government. So yes, I say number no swap because all the number we in Kaboma will be getting about 31,807.
Right.
So out of 31,807 also for 7,000. Idea maybe there's no any fairness in it.
Right.
And another thing you be saying was is over 7,000 out of this 31,000. I won't be cano. That bena musumbenya akwenjano no mako. And I also say approach of recruitment to muya mpokrana. Enyen sibida.
Okay.
Because when say recruitment no muya no in a yearly basis. How to me now track record say akawe mu. But 7,000 no mu de ba wantin say no wet ma fa no mpokrano. More BM or Bira,
right?
And even that upon any colleges of education, 7,000 BM, year diploma, so distant courses, and a university graduates. So, do we now chasing the 7,000 slaughter? The number will be about 90,000 people.
Right, because omo year diploma ne university we for now so number of badges almost where we omo people.
Yes.
Right. Ebra na mo kasa nra no. Okay, say my year, Jemua say about 30,000 vacancies at schools. How do you derive this number?
Oh yes, because what we are demanding when I say maybe we are just feeling that we have completed and we deserve to be posted. Yes, and as you know, we are also a bit concerned about the quality of education I preach as a country. I call basic schools in Musisiano. There were about 30,000 empty classrooms.
Okay.
So 30,000 empty classrooms. So teachers were in new.
Right.
So meanwhile we have there about 45,000. We are qualified trained teachers. More faces here and they stand to be posted. I think say more as journalists in Ukraine. It's good say once in a blue moon, muntimin call about especially the rural areas.
That's right.
Now muntimin check these kind of things that normally when we come to the media where we talk about because what you call one rural basic school be Pukran. Now you want teacher baku and they from primary 1 to primary 6.
Right.
Now be someone say if that is the case, the quality education I preach as a country infant na call.
Right. Maybe say we beka say utu emra no achresie. So he who alleges must prove. And they say nkrono bi any schools ni bi ubetimi atre yen se ye ko school we mu ana ye ko school we me ye ko ye teacher for ho eyesi no ka ho bi na enya ye kika bomu ye nya ye numbers a odi to dwasa about 30,000 vacancies no ho.
Yes, ye kasano ye was CISOs. I think one of the famous one is Kofi Asare.
Okay.
I think say na ye nyina wa na odi babontin say sisi an ye were 30,000 empty classrooms. I know that it's on the records.
Right.
I also teacher mpokran teacher survey mpokran. But someone said they are also almost mentioning that same number of 30,000. Me make asano me from I'm a northerner, me free north, me from those rural areas.
That's right.
Last week me call basic school be a chrome or from Kanjo. I call it's just something that it's not good to even see because some school no more primary 1 to primary 6. One teacher na the other 2 are more no we senior high school leavers.
Okay.
So just imagine senior high school leavers teaching basic school students. That is the foundation, teaching them how it will look like.
Right.
So that is what is happening in the system.
Right.
The rural areas are lacking teachers. Meanwhile, we have qualified teachers or more system when they stand to be posted.
Abai so ntimi mfa na mo bisa se indicators be na kire se ye nisika e wo man mu. Why do you want to know the indicators actually in this kind?
Okay, you find say your association maybe say we are Juma, we know say they are paying you right. Now me demand say me pay 5 CD. Now also we need 5 CD. At least maybe like at least you should be able to explain say maybe this month I want you salary.
That's right.
Until now we say we need 5 CD. We share oban wa o man ya association. Maybe say government appointees no mun tia omo. Ministers are omo year rounds no mun tia omo. Omo year rounds in those kind of allowances in any money mano. And yes can on with say scan on with san ma we nyina and a government appointee beram complaining so mun tia omo. How then say obia wa college of education for about almost 4 years at you and fees aye nema bebre o wie no wa cultural and science exams eno pokra no one na satua na wa register ye o wie license exams no asaye national service for 1 year.
That's right.
Aso oman no afi na nipa no wie na wo see scan ni wo ndi na say show indicators no at least there should be some reason say okay when tin na say fam. Then we know because we are all in this particular country. We are all paying taxes and all those things. So it's also want to mean for be our breath for 4 years in college of education, and the person is only trained so or teacher adjuma.
Right.
Yeah, college of education and yeah adjuma bera ent me yabium because the almost chere ho nyina is about the classroom.
Right.
That's all we say na wa ba betena fia. So being pursued in a sense of muniska. Then what is the essence of program say we should even go to the college of education in the first place?
Right. Now, yeah, because you feel so betrayed about a binance more more personal because a coin faswa or the recruitment this year no crano the being see that because we are funding yearly by yearly. Now obeka say obema automatic posting. NASA automatic posting impo amaso 1.5 years near a bino eba so no. Offer crown about 30 to 40 something thousand you can was motimia for 7,000 and without the automatic posting no won't feel so betrayed.
Oh yes, any day I think saying na yeah Cassandra no so in our presidency. Yeah ma abeno a reminder.
Okay.
Because come omo bano omo my aswan to say omo baba restore automatic posting. You see that was what I was saying yesterday say. So automatic posting na campo crano. And then interest it was not there in the past government.
Okay.
No automatic posting or but just the whole national service now. I bet take say 4 to 5 months answer on my post too. But current government and time omobano and during the campaign omo my assume to say omo year restoration of the automatic posting. Right. And I say all right. Now yamo is a supporter omo here no no ba into power.
Right.
So about into power, yes, I say, and then I work on you got 2 years in it. So 2 years in the month, no, you were 2 complete year badges, almost system Moses here.
That's right.
Now, on baby about the automatic posting again, and then where are we going?
Okay.
So it means that we have been betrayed. So, Cecilia, were 2 year groups, and I benefit on anything about the automatic posting, and then we have been betrayed as young people. And then so we make it clear. Say, you see, some people are thinking, say, some backlogs yaka about this 2023, 2024 no omunina they were all created by the past government. And yes sir, these particular backlogs were never created by the past government. Simple because so also 2023 for more offices here no more national service beginning or even middle of 2025.
Okay.
No, that was beginning because now February.
Right.
I will share more offices here 2024. No, so we national service March no more this year. And they stand to be posted by the government if indeed they wanted to follow the promise that they made during the campaign. So Mubamba restore automatic posting. They all stand to be posted by this government.
Right.
So that clarity must also be given. Say, I ban way number. And all start to create backlogs no. And your past government. And this one is not about politics, about the reality and the truth of the whole issue.
Say, a drew baby a omano nimba mpanifo ka say Ghana for year free and for that matter no within a shorter possible time no na ade a oye no we are free. O city teacher training about 30 to 45,000 ebe kai we 2020. Why do you want to sound this question to Aban?
Oh, it's it's and you say like we'll forget or no, we'll not forget. It's about what you are going through.
Right.
Because Yakasa say in 2023 for no, they are in the house for almost getting to 2 to 3 years now.
Me enkato na me nkwa homa so na me no Honorable Steven Siaka Emonkomo or a former member of parliament German North abato MPS former chairman at my education committee and I'm no ebedi enkomo Honorable no pay me moache. Me ba cho mpombo ko de.
Ai.
E de radio ase no pay. Ye ni sobra wanyama yese woni edi enkomo kakra na a teacher trainee for mpanifo na me no mo fiduam ha edi nkomo a bepese beje wadwen kire ewo nkomo bi atise emu eneyi aban so ofa teacher fo am akokire ade a ofa 7,000 na nso nkwada kire se omo obese 3 badges ewo ho a omo no ye teacher trainee ansana omo ye diploma any college of education for nyina asan kan bi na yese omo ados pa asemi as former chairman of education committee uso musen wadaroma
and I feel the care what you put your answer and I'm chair of panel from war. I ever write your mama here or make historical record. Miss historical record no is super part. We started pre 2012 about 2016 there. Some of Castle Bay no effort just work for now to compare that, like I said, what you say, things beyond by. Now, we share prior to 2024 elections now, on my comprehensive UC report on teachers' welfare. So, but teachers for instant salary, we are near Choka. I read Gamma. We are a power near Choka. We are promise ya a dark, vibrant, and teachers are no mobile. To manage your power. No, some can say 20% allowance. I have a call rural areas and underserved community. Okay, you know. No, some can say accommodation wise, you know. Also, can we say teacher dabre, so be a fair.
Right.
And also, no teacher ni be nya dabre, na je say almost 2 years ni, the young who say no, some can say this time no, all teachers accommodation be classrooms be piano. They be attach teachers bungalows. Also, the computer say be no, and say na accommodation should crown on campus crown. Ne e be no be. But these were fine ideas. But to what I said, what I implemented last day, maybe here is the case of my teachers from your school. So, I'm back to a western backlog of Beba, a real Beba. Will be a new year, I started a pound. Near Chuck, I sent a bear. More children, it's me, a your Moajuma. Till date, young Mushe. Promises in a question, steady. Electoral area assembly election crown. As a reminder, yes, I promise. Or you can't commit my for killing me. Now you know, I did a hammer, teachers for frankly speaking. Or many teachers say they are the backbone of the economy. They are the backbone of every nation. Now, all more promises are not. I told you, you know. Now say, what you are not having. Nipa 7,000 and now 4. Who are budgets? Winning the intake of teachers. Or more out, or more form. This statistics should be there. It is a lot of Ubetima criteria, you know. After all, for almost 24-hour economy. Who do you show what? That's what started. And we are very cheap. Now, can only do so better because this is a policy. What you are told. Senator, Winchell. Not 24-hour economy, no policy number that from anyway, that's unemployment for the first time. Our recruitment in our history into the secret service there, stampede yes and that should tell you, say, people will pray was sister no one. Here, Cuba, and the based on your juicy promise, then we say, your mama can't obey, and our banner is frankly speaking, teachers for no Edika says somebody out. Never kasa. They say they are speaking for on behalf of almost teachers or Makan. Because 7,000. And so baby,
right.
It's all institutions, all personnel. We are going to find some kasa about our citizens for a year. Kevin government, or kasa next time, or maybe in the political party, we are being. Until I comment what they are doing there, and I respect their view.
Right. Sadly, the current crop of leadership award the education committee, unlike Branham Warhol, BBC Bar, Mochadre, ma binding to Suyese, Emphaso. The Omo I say, Oma binding was so intino, Omum person be free, may be a TCA. Say now who crop of leadership no and what they more asset now.
I'm saying to say the episode of office of a goodwill. Overwhelming majority in parliament and the unprecedented votes are in the country. And now, if we say one here, was a goodwill and paper. That's why I respect it, especially the men in particular. May they must salute to this crop of leadership. Because we are who soon double the power.
Right.
As a HTA syndrome be album, as a homaso be a album, as a yenya dajibi, a manipa. As if they can no. If you say ye feeling there. There be those days in our car somewhere, who have reference point, and no car and people at all. They don't want us speech about. Yeah, Bob, what's it? And say almost lessons people. Now, particularly all parties in future.
Very well.
It's a frankly speaking, they are personal. I might get a power in politics because before they were out, now you are criticizing the then government. It's not new, your baby. Until Baby now, the excuses back. I say, you got no for parliament. Yeah, BBI called a parliament. BBI budget in the year, State of Nation address. Every government they are making, they are criticizing, the suggestions back. You knew everything. Never know about say they say there and to go to Iran. And I say, maybe they see you Kuwait maybe not in there. The same government structure they did. And in fact, teachers now, Oma Akamuna, Makama young woman, and the corruption crowd back.
Right.
More than 7,000 teachers now over 7. One other form. And to corruption, he's just breathing it.
Right.
Because you have to pay your way through. You have to pay dearly. You know, in position, no. Setting the government, setting everything, no. It's totally misleading. It is remember who no.
Lastly, the middle we were say, ya na bind to a conyasoa. Ya no person be who the man for the institutions so we demonstration against their buying no. And kwadai have a demonstration at one more ethical set and yet the na say be say a banner or makana buying to your demonstration. As a leader, a former chairman of education committee, a be on one so be who some kwadai TSC Mountain so ye demonstrations.
Well, I'll not be surprised because the only language are all politicians, ATA demonstration. That's the only language. Now we teachers, headmasters for out. So, more than 7 years. Muslim no continue say, teacher new headmaster, overcoat teaching my job, what about beans, what to appoint, what to be via, no, the appoint, Papa stock bill. Teachers was hey, headmasters, any day. Then, not okay. Oh, Mama, at the same come close to school down. Come close to school down. Come close to all schools down. Not only I'm in faith, compare with some baby to buy. That in there, many young teachers for ye, almost those young. More money and your no more demonstration, and that's the language they understand. They should go ahead and do it. And make it all press conference or every now and then. They bet you tell much. Yeah, tell much because the person government pay you. But we want the welfare of the teachers who can nicely. So, be a 20% increment to teachers who agree to go to underserved and then rural communities. Till date, MI, There's nothing like that. Nothing is flowing. Until Miniano, government or power, demonstration, Cassan what? Until I will not be surprised. They support them.
Right. Awo mama na se anopai ye kɔ yanimi ngoma so ye mu nkomo ba ye ndwetwe na se beto nsafo ne adwa adwetwe bia etise e wo hɔ la se anopai.
So that's right.
Abisia pani a wote se one no di nkomo no ana. Ampa cha wote menka.
Okay.
Right. Honorable Stephen Siaka na me no edi enkomo no or a former member of parliament ewo German North or a former chairman at the education committee ewo Emrashe Bedwam and na me no edi enkomo. Anija, you see you have in periphobia to say and when they talk about your one semwa you feel say madane and also minor dane ye ho akwhye baby a na wo say ye call. Most site ye say we demonstrations. Or just say any one was said Mobecasa made demonstration. And that is also your focus, right?
Oh yes, I think Syndrome, I said that for us and as an association, we are ready to do whatever that we think is right and lawful in order to get our needs or our issues addressed. So if it is demonstration, about my issues to be addressed, we are fully prepared for that.
Right.
And Yakasano, we are making plans ahead of time. See, we can do something like that to see how things will go.
Very well. Mo teacher trainee na mocho exams. Wo be bayi na me nua bayi di ehon komo. Aban ye so betwa licensure exams no emu. As at now, muguso etro. Say ye ne papa say ne bone obai on kan hwemfa ho. Secondly, the yente and say sika was say mutia for the licensure exams to kwaniasan abepijam. How true with the sikano any licensure exams na mugusu etro no ehon nsem?
Yes, so I think say on the first part about the licensure exams, I think say tamumba omo make that public pronouncement say when they come they are going to cancel the licensure exams. But also another part of it almost over later I can say no one can say they will cancel it.
Okay.
They said they will inculcate it, and I want the
more exams.
Yeah, exams
right.
And I think that is what is going
on. Okay.
Our final exams, so when you will not go home and then later come back again.
Very well.
Going to write, you only write and then you leave like that. And about the issue of the payment, so I think that time it was the same price.
Okay.
As compared to the past government.
Okay.
About mutual as what we call reciters. I think say now raises our complaints. The amount has been increased.
Okay.
But also no later yes I did actually later we got to know that the figure is there like that 82 or so for registration maybe, and then you see we have indexing registration or the payment for the papers as well. So I think saying the indexing was about 82 but so yeah, they will take 42 instead of the 82. So I think say there was some kind of miscommunications in a way, but I think say the price is not changed in any way.
Right.
It's still the same as maybe if it is to be increased and maybe some years to come or maybe something like that.
Very well. Very well. I more past president I did the money CBC ba about C tag for will you call on them say intervene or more issue more?
Yes, so I think say yes, and as we say, we are open for any kind of support from anybody, more especially teachers and they are lecturers. So we are ready and open for any assistance in order to address this particular issue. So CTAC, BRINCOF, any of the teacher unions, we are open for engagement and we are ready to at least welcome their support in this particular issue, because I've been saying that these particular issues are it's not just only about today.
Okay.
It is about the future. And when we allow this thing to happen, colleges of education are not lecturers to become unattractive again.
Right.
So if the college of education as a system at the end of the day becomes unattractive, who lecturer or you will also feel comfortable. Because if I know that as a student, we were college of education for 4 years, maybe I may change my mind. So at the end of the day, I won't say maybe that kind of number na omuta praise omube college of education because of what is there for them. Money number withdraw, and when that happens, colleges of education as a unique institution is losing its picture or credibility as a system or as institutions.
Very well. Mami na si arope se ye tronsa frɛ oba ya me yedi nkomo bia etise ye bɛkɔ so ade ye ni edi mu nsɛm echi na bibini a ye so ahwɛ kwampa ebetimi ni panifo adi ho nkomo 30 seconds.
Okay. So I think say you were talking about one thing, say you can say you're popular, whatever is going to happen. I think say with our number as trained teachers, we should be heard in any way.
Okay.
Because yeah, because say you have 65,000 or more system.
Right.
And now war we are affected about 31,000. We should be getting to about maybe 100,000, something like that. So if at the end of the day maybe yes, maybe yes, and so that is what we deserve.
Okay.
It's not given. I'm not so we will call food now. Wako yana jinso besa to amobia now. But to abandon in a way or babet na fee. So then we can run and say when our issues are not addressed. 2028 yes, I didn't. Q no say and you have been better advice we say to say because you have the oba beti and our recruit and you and be at the end of the day.
Very well. And ija mame na say arope na e we koso anim penifo adidi nkomo e wo mu issue mu bibi eba na obepese yen so beti yen so ebe ma waso na fe no adi ehunkomo busia meni na Nija Divine ena edi enkomo wo ye president edema Teacher Training Association of Ghana etwenity as a tag in sense a yedi enum no eye recruitment aba aba 3 badges egufie nyina no eye a ebese ye form mo kokyere kyere se hwehwe mu no nkomo bi amia se aba 30,000 vacancies in the schools ahodo emu ba yesa ban se onisika obetimi aye me ba sisi a na ye ba afi yaba ama yedi enkomo ewo intellectual discussion emu Right, Abusia, Ebraso say you did the intellectual discussion at 12. So, me o mi rapport Adam Opoku ewa ha. Na mi rapport Adam Opoku first vice chair ewa Dome Kwabenya Abatom Pesua. So MPP amanyuku no emu ena wo ha. Ye no eba bi di enkomo. Won komo emu nso ye nsa beka ronyamfo na no say agye ewa homa so wono eyemrase medwane a wogema New Dwaben North Abatom Pesua so over the daily guide obokrata no awa bi nkomo bi ewo ho ema sa nkomo ne hu be hia se beji nchiremu de afi ne famu na awa ni aboaye
say na tu de mu ye the truth news no kora nko ana muka
sarete na nkomo aye hyase ne ye nkomo a me ne abrantie ya osori edino etre se omo wo hawo omo hawo ne se omo akọ school awie omo wie na wo se ye fawo I remember me no di nkomo wo phone so kire me se aban no etreni wom se omo mra no mekire nkwada ade ya ntreni wom se omo mra no mekire omo maame no mu ade literally ni se omo wie school no betra omo no maame no betra fie na omo ti fie entina emfaso ben na wo so se omo be ko teacher trainee asemi mo penso ebi baaye se na mo kura no a ya anti dede any badges abeto because what they can actually clearly say badge na aba ni bi no nye abandada e badges na ba e aban we badge e na aba
yo opening me dase na ansa na mekoso no me fa wakonya nso na me de echi adom kwabenyafo na fe chairman Robert Osebonsu the overlord of MPP Dome Kwabenya chairman won kwaso yo I won say ewiase wo hoi
right chama ansa no say obedu nkomo no ebeba no medical share matifo bo say me ne honorable na na say agye ebedi nkomo mra se bedwane ojamma ne Dwaben North Abatom Pesua so ebedi enkomo wadi nkomo bi honorable ma memo ache emo akwa abanfo amra na 2 television so
yo mena da asim
be ba che umpo boko de
akonya so chia nuyanuma omo no Dwaben North
right
I'm shame me yan eko represent you I'm represent you ewo mashibi defi you chia ni Dwaben North
right
na be tourism me home here it's my feel my weekend na best mo constituency
right anopai yedi nkomo na ye fa the daily guide obokrata no a carry your image ewo ho na caption e ka ho bi say Ghana must build economic buffers and odi ashase ni ye bisa o say uchremu a why do you make this statement de ne wo hunti a e ma odi nkomo ati say
oh minia let's not forget any Adamate unu say the whole world the 24 almost finance so any economy of various countries any big corporate institution Asia or America Washington on the spring meeting
right
of the World Bank Group
right
Jamiadon Nicho Nikobi eti masevino eti or
right it is a hot na ma IMF Africa representative no eka say Ghana must be say yes spending no yen spendi judiciary ewo yesika ese munyesa conference na na wo kan hello honorable right I say matre honorable na na say agye ewo ahoma no so production team no to say say betimi ensaka no na yedi enkomo bi etesa akwa remember nraus and na say di san komo no ewo fiduam ha say o ka che say yenye obi a ebe discipline ewo yisika sem nyesa edo how ebe breye but before so onwe ne ye no na ye no bu enkomo bi so na yeti
yo and you won say
yes so asa aba homa no so abo na me samu akwa ba bi mu abo akwa ba
yeah
right ahoma ne jaye ho baby how do nkomo ni free ye no ma ye hu say sa economic stability no ase no na the IMF rep no ema Ghana for hu say e was say ye discipline in our spending or credited the 3 billion credit facility a abanda da no kwaje ye no say ebebo abade ye bekọ animu agina ye yankasa ye sonye sa nkomodie no ho no na wo ka bi yi. Very well.
It's meeting national. Send no 10 no. They gave an overview of the world economic outlook vis-a-vis what is happening in the US-Iran Israel war.
Right.
As I said, say pound will be a free sa area hono eba. And now fertilizers ne and my idea rubber so the bring free sa area ho eba. And in the world economic outlook, who say oil there, it has an impact on the economy of every country. It's over here, our projections are for the world economic outlook, inflation near the adeno, echo a stroke a crack, and economic growth, and stability, form. In relation to echo so Israel, US, and Iran.
Right.
And no, actually, Ghana, no, as I said, the economy, no, resilient. Now, you do a lot of buffet in your fiscal discipline. I bet why in the event is there, Sir Adiri, Etua.
Right. Right. Honorable, you better say one come to say ye. Mo amu mrase bedwam ye mo hu ha wa ban no spende o musika efa. Na me person ka odo anu besi bewie no na ye shada nto nsan fro na fe ye mra me ni nkomo a ekochiri eche de ye die wadaroma.
Nyame adum we dey ya master me. Eti se mo invite me a.
Right.
Na me new ze mrebe wo.
Right.
Na me so baba. Na report no me dey aba. Na ya pin.
Very well.
Report no.
Very well.
Na yenu anu nyina so ati.
Very well.
Say you said that COVID by no. The economy it nearly came to a standstill. And yet you ran na the danko akufo-addo. Anu mi anani actually said or the nyansa and your mind ho do e be go so tia abai workers car a mo nko adwuma no mo nko be dia when an economy that is resilient with buffer star e be dia my
right
e si mo to safrenia
very well Nyakopon ya adom na wotwe esi madwo da no bedi hu komo se wo se benada kwanya wo hwa ye ba ma yedi komo etise ye ye da se arope
mezume da masepa
right
ame
awusia pani a wote se benadu di komo ye ono abo na o se ye jei wo ye mrahye bedwo ne o gina mani udwabe no tabato mpesua so na se ye akufo-addo ho na owa ye no edi sa enkomo ye enkomo no ye di ka tete bi hu a because over the week no na ye hwe IMF nkomodie no msie mu a edi ye no hu nkomo but e be ba be wura mu ni ahwe kwan ye fa so spend ye sika no ye nsa sim free ekyerefo no nkomo a wa no busu ni mu
won say empanifo di ebu baby on say suban hwe etise nyisen
okay
epie enkofo
that's right
and to the philosophy of NDC vis-a-vis of our education
right
yina ye beka ya emra ye wura mampani dada wanya ne ba bi ko ye wura onunyamfo Atamios may you so rest in peace o kan sem bi o say o de o wie school na wunya adwuma akopeti chadi na wunya adwuma papa
wa kope eno aye
that tells you the philosophy of NDC about education
right aso no so be bo professor wo mu
but still no party no philosophy enyo no as an individual
right
party no
a philosophy send your party in who education ebiom ye we say dun ketia emre bi atwa mo kan o say NDC party no our members no so omu ko school na they grad kese omu e call me nim wo abrabomba middle class na no ma abandon NDC.
Okay.
So what I say enti e ka omu nko a enka nipa ni nyina no school no kura ha no
mo mu nkobi na esa akoye titra na so bia ko school to say be a professor na e bedu si ekoto aba na be professor woro na tade akunuko ho no wo ko awonye right
and that tells you how they view education hwe emra na na do mre so free SHS eba no hwe demonstration mo ye wo
before so be ko ho no yemfa the statement amampanifo no bia kan o kan professors there na philosophy o kan yemfa yerasidun ketia e dia o kan ye na yemfa na na do dia o kan no wo adwabo bi ase kire se kire adwuma no nye de wo de be ya be billionaire emumu nti wo be ye teacher adwuma na wo de adwuma bi aka ho can you imagine say teacher for no e copy with the another kind as a form of say insult and as a form of say bu teacher adwuma no enemitia but the two statement we make e bu teacher adwuma no enemitia then another ye no
oh and dey no kre no kre say na nado asem waka ne say sebi o teacher ni no wo ko kira ade ewie ebi wo kra school fu amakwan wo school
that's right
you have time
right
and he say we make judicious what time no what the year bia a big generate income a beboa ama usika sem akwani.
So if you look at teacher for more rural areas now wo ha no waje afu
yes
because me baby me fear me but teacher ni na me netifi eko karikuku kutukuku begu apaso obeka se nyo no teacher ni
me am de me ho beto be yam fanto
okay
emma me wie 6 form those times me ye me national service so me ko kira ade
right
na me ko kira ade no I realize there are so many opportunities as a training no obetimi anya
right
so what you say enti me ko kira ade no na awofu bebre o ha 8 different families na me ko mu fie e ko kira o ma de weekends
right
and vacation
very well
so what you say I realize bia especially baby ankwala om kwakọ exams om kwotro no om hia moa timi ye ne say pay as you go
okay
so if you can afford and then na betima aba na ye we ya Agyapong school no aba na do say otaku simple na de aba no abeti
just extra classes in the bi no
yes
very well
but you see and you're on daily basis and you no emfa sebi dagene kese enkoto awofo so because bi akola ni basku yama ne taku one city say on fanto aduane so we design you see this is based on say wholesale people who desire to be helped ono no kire na de na otie na super
right
and one city no agya taku no ba osemitaku ni no ba besu ba betie ni
yes
oh and sad no eboa me tina na do kan we here on kan boni
right
I was making use of the extra time I had available
god that time kwa no hwe wo a omo wo nkura nkuma no mukura na omutimi nya school for no bi omo peja edru weekends say krom koja say wo teacher se koja na fom na o ma me se koja na fom a I tell you say
o ko teacher wa ja ma so na me cheno so Emma that time see ya makwanya so nya wo kan na me ko nkurase me ebu ha metimi be ko me ko akura we ase bi abe na wotwe mienu na wa organize what the pamphlet akọ no akirem brofon ketenkete ebe nso ebe boam you know and me yes had no sabi Emma minya biribi eto mi botom ntimi ko university no I would say in those times no na me order for
right
so I'm right. Yeah, because at the end of the day, you know, that is part of the reason why I'm a member of MPP because I believe in development in freedom and also the property owning democracy. So they say, "Say me bread is some name for Freddie. I should enjoy mine. The fruit of mine, this
right.
So, and quite unchanged. You were Harry Idrisu, current minister. I'm not yet SRC president. Satan or could be a school for any negotiation quite you two cost sharing.
Okay.
So they say, and you they all say the philosophy of NDC about education, and I'm a church
right.
So, and you know, say education say a year a beyer mahua. Say a branty be a baba will be a binyan dear a school mono. And no more priority.
Right.
So I say. Now say send me a president from
Nanija teacher training.
Teacher training association. Almost can say almost study actually say 30,000 vacancy. About 45,000 people are there.
That's right.
And the more for 7,000 so 23,000 vacancy. What happens to the people?
So I deliberately wanted to ask, say, he who alleges must prove. Not just say yes, but be on no free hour, but teacher name by class 1 to class 6. It do the one cover be a crown or no the any example. We're not now. I wouldn't the example. It's just a yes, sir.
And you know, and it's a Uber bizarre, I say. Baby, a teacher any about 6 classes. Uber bizarre, I say. A buyer or teso. The policy about education. So teacher need class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, class 5, class 6. Omo education be near dem now. Does it not fall into omo philosophy say? Say nipa ni bebre ni education omo rise here. They leave the NDC. Until on person better now.
Right.
Anambwa. Asem no. So now you see there is something sometimes many economists.
Right.
But mama one simple example. Some more 10 cities. Me do ka 10 cities. Na me tuawo. So da bia woko papa yi ho. Ono so akota ade bia 5 cities. And na all turn the 7 cities. Now the 10 cities no. Ekotua 7 cities na. Onso wakonya ade no. Bia sa ade ko na wakoje no. Onso de be generate bibia na ma 12 cities.
That's right.
One said the 10 cities back on. Eye adwuma at the end of the day no. Obo hu na sa 10 cities no. Aye adwuma bia I generate in excess of
20 cities.
Yes. Or 30 cities or even 100,000, 100 cities. 100 cities na aban a generate any tax e wom bia 20 cities. We nya mfaso, we nya mfaso. Then it keeps the economy going.
Right.
But them fans say they market economics. So what you say? Na say o teacher ni no ne maami akohwe no. Ne maami awere ni mu wire, ne papa awere ni mu wire, me de akohwe na wie. Wa boss aka nyina. Vacancy da ho. Because of your quest say we per se inflation ekofom na yemfa mo osafo hene nti no. Sika no onfa ntua teacher nika. Onfa ntua contractor ka. Onfa ntua koko farmer ka. So what you say? And you know, enye teacher fo a won nwi om ho no. Wo ka say nka aban betima ka say ontua so yafo ka.
Na bi.
O betima ka say ontua police for ka. O betua ka say ontua MPs ka. O betima ka say ontua ministers ka.
Na bi.
O betua mo nyina ka.
Right.
Wo ba ya aban ba ya NDC aban ba ya o say the economy of this country is like a crime scene. Aban ne ba no man to talk as mono.
That's right.
So I'm talk as mono. Presidential fleet, ministerial fleet, one yanto ni nyina. Nanka economy nanka nya no. Enu na say adwen ho. But rather no they will then you best suppress teacher because teacher need voice.
Right.
You best suppress nurse because at the end of the day no the philosophy of NDC as a party is say pese education for because they will improve their lifestyle, their livelihood. Not just say, omu sa e hina. On both say no, part with the in
Right.
So I say, and to stay where you are. Send your bed, Debiano, your banner, send your mom penny, a kind, and talk a crack, no crack a crack, and talk a kind. You be trying to tell no, Agyapong.
Right.
So, Nanka, Sabi, Mr. American, one can hear union work we are from Fanchem. Senka ye no, and a queer phone baby or moon dear quite to the pa. Tell me a cockatoo say Barberton could come mom 7,000. Woman, Corbett and no, I yet calculations, you know, as I do with the
NC, right. So where were you there before say you baby or Mohone Sabe teacher phone come? Where were you the MPP? Say I didn't also catch them in a year. Say also cowboy can in my tear.
Yeah, boy, mamma. Yeah, take a oh, you see, but say Nippon, say when you allow money to rule your thinking.
Right.
Now, I saw Saka off with me do poorly. You understand? About the catcher, so, Fesicabra, now do we match a box room, with the Kosu are there to the chemical Buguswa, a better Nisika.
Right. Now,
the right thinking person will not give his money.
Right.
So, some
businessman of Crown yet.
Some me to wait. Over catch them say, what's a new message? So, you have won the Ben raffle. Maybe go to raffle. And why would I win? So, I will give money.
Right.
But if your mind is being ruled by money, you'll be tempted to see.
Right.
Now, one here. Now, that one. Now, you.
Abide the 24-hour economy by. So person ka eye adwuma ebra me ne honorable Steven Siaka kasa no be kasa the same issue no na one me di ho nkomodada and say wo buy se ka be 133 na ban e wo double track e wo schools ahodo mu aban chese sa double track ni mpo no se badge wo school mu e ma kwan wo no ma teacher fo nyina na be ma kwan ebe ma badge foforo na ebe ba no e no ma teacher fo nso ama kwan dada wo fie no ebe ba sa school and this wo mu wo da. Looking at the number and omo ofie so omo pa de kire aye double track ye bi we schools ahodo mu antika ye nya kire for emo me kira de also be 24 hour sa teacher for ewo ho education home say ye 24 hour no mu a enye ye kura de so ntimi nya 2 badges a ebetimi a kira de akwaba ama yetimi nya kire for na ya fa wo sa de we se wo narrow it down at the bar analysis mu a kire se nanka the policy will meant to help Janse de na ba nwenwe ne si.
Me oh, benefo mu we say, what do wano e don ya. E bi mo.
Right.
24-hour economy ni dia, omo kan tra. And me ya ye kan. Omo wo de kire me nipa ba ko a panin ba ko wo NDC ma, what me define 24-hour economy. What they meant.
Right.
E fe na mo be see the market 24-hour market economy market. Every constituency.
Last week mpo nsem bia meti en say 24-hour economy no ma en say nkadwuma eye fancy e fa 9 ewo adwuma ni mu a omo aye no 3 no tire say sa nipa na ombe adwuma e dey na nka ese nka bi pon mo koroma ma 22 ena e banti ade no dey say nipa 9 na ewo adwuma mu.
So, tete no. Ni our 9 school. Near our 9 school. Me brother back on no ko St. Peter's.
Okay.
And now I grow 7 ne ye nedi.
Okay.
And in 9 school no be ko.
Right.
So, ti near our 9 school. And the kamu there. Me fan say 24-hour economy because they say think akwa me ati say e fu kra no. And ka ye bu je na o kan ya bo mo maso na o do anajo.
Right.
And ti nka schools no. Ni electricity ni kwa mbetimi the solar panels ato. Na je sen kan majo no so ye 9 school. Bia nka 9 school no kwa no e be target impenifo like adult education is an emanam. E be target o mama e. Say ni na nka mfa say enye 24 hour kwa na bia be 16 hour economy. Na je say teacher fo ya nko mgo backlog yi. Na je say nka ye 9 school awa ha. 9 school ha. 9 school ha. 9 school ha. Sabi ye nuan mo ye kaya you are daytime. Owuntimi nko school yi na nka na jono madina ha government schools na wa ha no ne ye 9 school na je so mso kwaji nim de
right
ananwa but because the 24-hour economy is a facade I mean ye can be akeke ne ye so and a Ghana for Agyapong it is ringing bell in Ghana and yet also.
Right.
One ultimately NDC Crawford, one ultimately define 24 hours. Now, almost 2 years into your government, you are now going to build market. Now, Ghana, would you mame one singular project? Abaya ya, I take it even 6 months. I agree. One single project.
Obi say a branch your better how work say. I say any teacher for ya omunya I say na akohia omunti and omo can say yes. So one pass year do 2028 NDC say can send be at the chere omo onsan kodi akire.
Oh, say me de be ameka. Ni say Ghana ni bia hu say abato nsunsan so.
Right. So,
no send me a more nursing training allowance be restore ye. Na efe mu say adawa na agenso ye nto. Na eba ye 13 months ye ndua amaka no. Ana 15 months ye ndua amaka no. So be me am tia na affect me. The only sad thing is say it affected the economy of Ghana because sika is say circulating.
Yes.
Nia odi okuani a odi na buro ebeba madina marketers ye benye sika de ato no. Sika ne bi ni ho.
Right.
Enti okuani na wakosam na nim fifire no. Na fo na waye no. Wanya ho no bai. So what I say? Wanya ho no bai. That is the only painful aspect. But se nyoko gina ho say magiala wan so min to no. Ono de ye ntwa ne ka 5 years kwa me amfa no.
Civil society organizations e wo man mu. As a free day and as a free year omde ama ban no atwam yes still they kept quiet for nsembia to say consulting kaya ban that pen so na ye ka say ye facture for 7,000 out of about 45,000 no a nkasi yesu amama MPP aban mada.
What was say CSO me these are the two things. First, I'll give them an advice.
Okay.
What everybody, if you are seeing now, you're buying. You know, how much the day can, how much the day can answer. Or some I'm a pretty ninja. The Jimmy Dean.
That's right.
And you know, Obia Wababy Arsenal, it is a legacy we are living.
Right.
19 so China will be, will see us on our baby. I will hear human civil society over. Yabeka was saying. Yabeka also do a fruit and nam.
Right.
And I say you are a person of integrity. And then there's be some. And they are futu.
Right.
And I'm a demo. So what I say. Now you see, say, when your life is governed by set principles, I do are wrong.
Wrong. Right.
Because you hear the same thing, I wrong. Now so what they want to now because you hear there. I do hear there and there.
Right.
No, you have lost your credibility and respect in society.
Jena na Professor Jena no Pokwajiman ye vice president. Why vice chancellor of education? Say why education is outdoor. Papa ya oboni di Haruna Idris honorable I minister of education. Baby anim die akudru. All sankrofo we bow down to teachers na ye teacher for so mo culture dey say ne nkwada ususu say still o me mpanifo a o mo focus e ma chekere for eso ana obeka ne sen wo ho
o mo focus no anya chekere for nkwan o mo focus e ma school so
okay
na sen ye wa ha ya Charles for and threaten say o mo be pam nkwala nyina akofie
that's right
adenti na akwala akọ school every day we get tax. Every day we get VAT. Why your budget? Now we timidate arrears over 7 months. According to we nobody
from October to even and because see adena asset on mpono sa akose nkudru ye no aka February March February dey na be see March April dey ya any May no aye be.
You understand? And what is your priority? You see when nana do mreso na the priority here education. Obaye no in the first year no the first budget your friend saying free SHS buy.
That's right.
What open sika no
of a church for
wan kofa say o me koye we ye pesika koto presidential jet na suku for no omuhia o
right
enti no oye Nti wo nso school for hia o ma. School for na kwa adwuma, akọ school, akọ didi for 7 months. Ah, wo mfa sika nko ye no. Enye no to aduane no na wugu na adwuma.
Right.
Wo ye mampani a o behwe se obia de abrabo ebeye den ebekoso.
Right.
But because NDC as a party no, value education into no. Nyombe ye bia ebe say education no. They do it.
Right. As of my to where the MPP to where the other political parties to where the no for money who said the mumu hunu.
Oh, do mani. But one say embenfo ebu baby say yes say afutu ensakra nipa. Yes and sorry.
Okay.
So what I say?
Right.
And they say me baba ka kira wo say wo so one who say o teacher ni wo bia na senye say na tie. They say one who say na tie.
Right.
And me ka kira wo say abato we ehun nsunsuanso a. Wo ye badwen ba obetrans no ayeden. No adwen wo say asema meka no. Nyansa wo.
Right.
No correct.
Very well.
So what I say?
Aye. Mamena say na emre no ekọ kakra omo hwe ye omo tie ye ompese omo de omo awoda efa ha na ye di awoda no ede boa omo no ebre aso se ye ma na fe me ba 30 seconds dey wrap it up na ya sorry wodwumadi esoro pai ye guso na ye wish you happy birthday ye fra Joanna emefa Kwame V na edino said the TN Pepe say Elicam. Na eti Joanna ene wawoda or say happy birthday dear Joanna Emefa Kwame V. We thank God for this special day in your life. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Happy birthday, sweetheart, from your lover Elicam. Edi awode eba no. I just say enkomo so ewo ho. Na yesai enam kosa kwanya we so wehye another birthday Victoria Safo Victoria ene wawoda. Happy birthday dear sister Safo Victoria. I thank God for adding a special year to your age. May the Lord answer all your prayers from your brother Courage Elikem. And so they are de ebaye eni. Happy birthday to you Sina Kofi. Happy birthday to Sina Kofi. May the good Lord bless you abundantly. From ACP Cephas Kofi, retired. Eddie also Eddie Bayer. And then I 5 years. Happy, glorious birthday. And come on, Yankopon kan ho say udu awda etise. Another birthday in Swa ewo ho entoatoa so emrana yenhwe. We ye from Paulina Ivy Afriye. Ene awda. From your sister, Paulina Ivy Afriye and a Dema University of Ghana, Udin Eddie, Mrs. Eunice Asibo Fusu. Na glorious birthday, which is 48th birthday to my kid sister, Mrs. Eunice Asibo Fusu of Denver, Colorado, USA. May you be surrounded by the goodness of God and may the abundance of God overflow in every corner of your life. Stay blessed and enjoy your day. And so Edia or the Ebai. For Konya we so I wish you a queer adufa also a net udu awoda. I'll say happy birthday to a queer adufa Abwaje of the National Youth Authority Corporate Affairs Unit and a ne also udu awoda. Yama happy birthday. Ne right. Oslin ama kweku Oslin ama kweku ne oda Oslin yefa kwanya we so na ya we show a happy birthday ene chill but don't freeze menim say enema dodo no ano ena be koso e de ama production team ni nyina we show a happy glorious birthday the ono sabi so nyankopon ema ne yi emfa ema chairman yeah. You wrap up na yakọ ewo dwumadi eso
and ye wrap up me appeal am de magana for this especially your all four
right
NDC as a party omutirimu po ewo education no enye nia esese ebepeja Ghana ni ba
okay
and is a wo man mu na se wo pese wo ba adesua etu mpon a wonya akwanya sɛ wokɔ ɛkɔfa mpanimfoɔ ama mo bedi Ghana anima NDC deɛ wohu ompa wohu kyiɛ no pa dan wakyi ma wo
right
ɛnyɛ saa wo ba adesua deɛ ɛnkɔ n'anim yɛsɛ wo sika a wode wo ba bɛkɔ private school anaasɛ ɔde ne wo ba ɛbɛkɔ university ɛwɔ abroad.
Honorable Paul Ademo Poku and our trading can where first vice chair or Domi Kwabenya Abato Empesia. So now was some cobium or jam maka. First vice now. Right. I am on kind of Domi Kwabenya Abato Empesia. So yeah, sorry, so now for today's agenda and so it me atrouse. You're faster than from the production team na Ejano, Afe Brokwesi Ninsen, Tertiary Justice, and he was ahen. Elikem ena from the sa so na focus so ena from the producer no amo meeting at the Kwame Abu Kudan Kwamo which are from Air Commodore you host with the most and your moderator if you send on some boy cause on chrome Abu Air Permway na today's agenda air 12 so you best say Yankopon ya more channel financial Friday.